definitely worth the sacrifice of your engage being worse, right? Rel is probably the best team fight engage support that we have when it comes to our ability to just, with a single engage, win a fight. But that's not going to be the case, and I do think, yeah.
I wonder if he's in any trouble here. We got Kuz coming down, and he's got the inside track, a decently sized wave as well. Bit of damage coming in. Kuz looks like he does want to get in on this one. The flash comes out from Keen, but he just gets crit down by the Jin in his first.
In the games that have been played, early kill for Kuz. That's looking good. Kuz, if he can get back to form, I actually think this KT team should be at the top of what we currently perceive as the Eastside teams. With B&K, I think, still having the same level of explosiveness, but they're also not very consistent. If Kuz and BDD, well, again, BDD has kind of kept it together in the enemy team, both of which are incredible at diving turrets. And then we're also having Sion in a...
Oh, what is going to happen if there will be a collapse in here? Duro just kind of walking around, baiting them into a fight. As Kuz goes untargetable, Peter getting pretty low, though, has to flash away. And immediately the punish is coming out from Gen.G. They went a bit too deep in the enemy jungle. And wow, look at the damage coming up from the Xin Zhao as well. Chovy nearly dies, but he lives on a little bit of health. And that's going to be feats of warfare over to Gen.G. And for about...
Possibly here.
I'm not sure if KT should really fight this one. They're going to engage onto a Xin Zhao. That's not going to work. In goes Peter, he dies immediately. And now we got Nefiri in a lot of trouble. Kuz just running away. The Jin ult does hit everyone, but it just didn't do that much damage at this point in the game. As a big decimating smash hits 3, but casting is alone, and it's just a free fight for Gen.G.
Wanted to zero him in the CC and take him down. Like that.
Well, they're going to try to do it again, but nobody's there. I mean, the follow-up is just not there. The damage isn't there. BDD wasn't there. And now Peter's just going to die. He's just free food. And I feel for Peter. He's trying to make plays, but like the coordination on the side of the KT is just non-existent. Duck Dom going to try to disengage code, and he gets to... He does not have his flash, but he does have barriers, so maybe that's why. Trying to bait Ruler into something. To be fair, I mean, when you're this far behind, you do have to take risks. You do have to go for funky plays that look weird to try to set stuff up and bait the enemy team in.
For me, this is great. Because for me, all this is doing...
Chronicler, they're diving the second turret in the top lane. BDD's just dead. Okay, well, down he goes.
This is making sure that the expectations are as low as possible going into the T1 series. And guess who I predicted there?
Yeah, KT.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great right now.
You're the only one who did that, by the way.
I don't know if I'm delusional or if it's actually good.
Maybe KT would have had a chance, but then you predicted them, so now all bets are off. Keen is very deep, but he's got flash, and so he just flashes over to Duro, who of course is controlling the enemy jungle 16 minutes into the game. Now, Gen.G, they're only 7,000 gold ahead here at 16 minutes. So it takes some time. So yeah, I haven't really come up with anything new. We did make a good pasta.
Ooh, what type?
Chicken and, you know, just garlic and oil.
Yeah, I still have one batch of what I call... House might be dead.
Well, he has his flash. And Duro is flashing after him. They're going very deep for this one, but I think it doesn't matter. They can just do this. Meanwhile, Chovy is, yeah, he had that prepared. He had the knockback ready for when Kuz gets over the wall. And Chovy just, I mean, for him...
The turret's still up!
Yeah. Casting's just ulting the other way.
Nice, get that wave, bud.
Yeah.
You got him.
Huge. Yeah, they have a bunch of Void Mites here that they can push with.
One more, come on.
Alongside of the Rift Heralds.
One more wave, casting.
Ruler took the aggro from the turret.
He can do one more wave, it's fine. It's only a traded flash for flash. That's worth.
How did this game fall apart so quickly?
Like, what was it, 7-8 minutes in, they started to fall behind?
It was 7.5 minutes. That's when the fight happened in their jungle.
Yeah.
And then at 12 minutes, it was like only a 3,000 gold lead.
Just don't make mistakes.
In the span of 7 minutes, it's been like a 7,000 gold lead. More. Peter's going to knock away Ruler. And I guess he'll deny Ruler the kill. Chovy's going deep for one. Got to be careful not to die, though, as meanwhile, Duro is going to finish off the Jin. In goes Kuz. He wants to get that kill. All right, we're diving Chovy. We're going to get a kill on Chovy.
He doesn't have flash.
BDD did get stunned.
He doesn't have flash.
Oh, no. They're going to try to get him. He does not dash, and down goes Chovy! And there you go. He dies. It is possible. He's human. And the rest of the game will play out normally. Gen.G are pushing mid lane, and they might just end the game now. Ken is soloing the Alacon.
This gives me the same feeling as when Rich killed the perfect game.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, just let them have it at this point. Like, it's not going to matter. Why would you do that?
It's about sending a message.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to beat us by over 10,000 golds, and it's going to be a really one-sided game. But
is it
we
time?
killed Chovy.
Is it time to have the Chovy's washed conversation?
Sure. Yeah, what if Canyon wasn't soloing the Otacon? What if he was top lane?
Yeah, Canyon.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Why didn't he help out Chovy? Meanwhile, Peter's dead. And there is a fight going on. KT still fighting this one, and now Xinjiao getting pretty low, but he does throw his ult in, and a massive shot, or knockback, does come through. The seismic shove from Chovy.
Gen.G.
I see.
Yeah, they do have Zaya and Talia. Let's steal this.
Well, he's going to be on the opposite side of the wall, and that's a big ult.
Wait, they can get it.
They can just
They can get it!
They can just take the Baron! And it goes to Jin! KT! They're not out of this yet. They are going to lose Peter, but they got the Baron on Bush, and they're going to throw out a wall here, looking for BDD, who is going to knock in Chovy! And Chovy goes down, and all of a sudden, KT are coming back in this game. We got a Jin ult now. We're going to hold them down. But it does just a meager amount of damage here to... Oh, here comes casting. Choo-choo! Very nice angle. He's not going to hit anything, but in he goes. We're going to force Gen.G to turn around, and this is a 4v5. The Peter ult misses, though. And so not a great angle. Duro goes in, goes out. And KT, they want to fight over something here. They need to get some standing gold on the map. Canyon getting low. He's got his ult, though. That is going to push them away. Duckdom getting extremely low himself. The knockup comes in from Duro. Ult from Kuz. They want to take out Keen here. There's now redemption on the top side, but Keen is all alone. They're isolating him, but he kills them all instead. And Duckdom not able to finish the job. And they went just a bit too deep for this one. They saw the angles. They saw the lights, and BDD, he only gets the Rakan. It's a triple kill for Keen. And now we got TP coming in here as well. Chovy wants his revenge, and he'll take out casting with Ruler. And maybe now Gen.G can end the game. If not, they'll get an Ocean Soul at least.
It says a lot about the split that Chovy's been having that I saw that Talia wall in. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see what his angle is. His angle was faceplant. It did not work. Complete disaster, but the rest of Gen.G also has colossal gold leads, right? We are talking about, before that fight, it was like, what, 3K for Keen? This Jace is an absolute monster, as the Nexus sure to fall. Gen.G had a little bit of fun with it, but it did not feel like they were threatened, and now they do have the powered-up Ocean Soul. As why are we being mean to Duckdom, guys? This Nexus is already good. He's like, I don't want to play Braum. That's boring. It is boring. Very sad.
Yeah. If you're playing Nautilus and you get held down, they have an insane amount of damage on the enemy team. So the Braum definitely feels a lot safer.
It took me like 4 years. But yeah,
I
did it. Well, you have to.
There.
You have to.
Yeah.
You can't not pass it.
Well, maybe you
dire.
just don't get into criminal law. Maybe you just do some of that one again.
We both know Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss, yeah.
That.
Oh, wait, he dashed into it! Oh, BDD! Not like this!
Oh, no, not the ball that just kind of lazily runs toward you, and you get hit, and you get slapped, and you just die. And
Generally, it's a Lee Sin Q.
Oh,
Second
yeah.
it hits you, and you're like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, oh, that's fun.
Yeah. KT going for this. They get the one grub. And Smite used, so okay, this is Smite coming down from Canyon. The engage goes in, but that's on the two tankiest members of Gen.G. Now casting does get a very nice equalizer, though, as Peter eventually goes down. And the equalizer does do a whole lot of damage, but King comes in, and Duckdom is out of the fight, and now casting and Kuz, they might get this kill on Canyon, but I don't know if they're getting out. It looks like Gen.G, they want to dive Duckdom and maybe get some turret plates instead and just leave them be. Kind of a weird zoom out fight that we get occasionally. Kuz is coming back, but yeah, Duckdom's dead. The ball doesn't even hit.
Kuz
and casting gets.
And then Peter, again, these engages
Well, he might just die again. There's the stun from the Braum, and he doesn't have flash because they just fought before. So, goes in.
Look, Peter's had a lot of these where the engage can be good. Like, the idea is nice, but you need your team to also be ready. Otherwise, you're just going alone and dying. But also, we don't know what the comms are. Maybe the rest are saying go for the engage, and then there's no follow-up. It's always hard to know. But that Def mid. Not really an excuse for that one.
Well, Duro's here. We do have an equalizer, but the Gust of Blows do come in, and
Kaz is on the way.
Doesn't have his flash, so he might just die. The kill on a Chovy! They get him again in game number 2. Meanwhile, we have a sleep up in the top side. Can Kaz kill any of them? The burn coming in. He's got Leandri's. Keen goes down. And KT trade up on both sides there. Nobody else is here in mid, so it's just a free turret for Gen.G. Feels like a little bit of an oversight. And now Chovy just going to be able to TP from that. We got a fight brewing here, speaking of which. Both teams, 5v5. Rift Heralds, leashed. And they're going in on the Peter, who is getting pretty low. That one is stolen by Canyon, and he just locks him into the wall. The damage not quite there to BDD. He does go back, and now the Braum goes down. Low health bars here for KT. They don't get the eye yet. Cuz not going to be able to deny Canyon from getting that, though. Here comes the Realm Warp. They go straight into casting a Duck Dom, not carrying a single bed. And no disengage cone for you this time either. The engage cone comes in from Canyon. We got an arrow that is dodged and a rock. But it's not going to land. Gen.G, they win the fight.
I'm gonna have to look again. BDD did 300 damage in that fight. A little more here.
Flashing on Ruler, and they're gonna get him. That's 535 gold given to BDD's Yone.
Gold leads the same when this turret falls. Good enough.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
The punish. He kind of knows, but not really.
No, he doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, he doesn't have his ult. He doesn't have flash. And he has Cuz. Oh, a little dash away. Okay. Cuz gonna force the flash himself.
BDD held his ult, just tasty snack. And the fact that Ruler flashes and just dies, that's a big deal. We'll also kind of 1v9 fights if left alone if they get to 3 items. But what if we just killed Canyon and didn't care?
I mean, I don't know if you ever do. And okay, it's going to be pulled out of the wall. And maybe you do now.
Get to sleep.
Yeah, sleep available. Impale comes through. No help for Canyon. It's just a kill. And yes, they're in the game. Akon for free? Well, they might have to pay with the mid-inner. But Equalizer comes down. Chovy wanted to stick around, but he's pretty good.
It's the pedals.
Their whole top side of the map is ahead on levels on everyone that's not keen. But they don't have that OP item, which Arrow is going to hit. That hitbox was insane. Casting is going to flash away. And the follow-up with Engage Braum just going to miss. But now even Heal used to try to take him down. And do they even get him? Looks like eventually they will. Just barely going to take a bunch of damage. Meanwhile, we got this dragon just given over. Gen.G say, well, if you want one Hextech dragon, we'll just take your base instead. They're going to get a bunch of turrets off of this. They get 2 in mid, it looks like, and 1 in top, potentially, for the trade of 1 dragon. I'd say worth.
Yeah, it's a big gold swing. That's a really big gold swing. We'll see if KT get this. They do have 5 grubs, so I think they should be able to. It's not the end of the world. We trade a dragon for a mid lane turret, or it's 2 mid lane turrets, so it's not really worth, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, do get this. So that's what, 2.5k? Gold lead still.
And they're looking to punish, actually. And that didn't work very well. The KT, meanwhile, they're just pushing mid. They're going to get the turret. KT playing this pretty well in the mid lane. But Gen.G do have position on the Baron. Might look to just start it.
Come on, KT. Let them take it. They have so much AoE damage. BDD finishes his shield blow. That's a big spike. But they're doing it right now, Valdez.
Yeah, just chipping away at it. They have a Skarner, so he can tank almost indefinitely.
Is it not just gone?
Yeah, the arrow goes in, and 3 people on it. The damage is there. Cuz going around the right side. He has the angle, but he's not going to take it. Does not flash on into that one. Try to engage on the Rise, not going to work out. And now the stun comes in on the BDD. He's pulled in. The follow-up is pretty lackluster, but eventually he does go down, and Peter will fall as well. And Ruler, he's just untouched the entire time, doing insane amounts of damage. The Chaos Storm as well, burning away, ticking away.
Comes through. The engage needs to be crisp. And Peter, again, like,
Gen.G just keeping them at arm's length the entire game, it feels like. Not necessarily rushing this one. A double impale comes through. Peter trying to disengage, but it's not going to happen. The Chaos Storm is already gigantic. Big Yone ult on a 3, though. And, well, he's not going to die, but yeah, he looked cool in the ult, at least. Gigantic Chaos Storm coming on through. And Chovy, he died in this game as well, but only once. This KDA is still incredible, and he should be able to take out BDD eventually. I would imagine. He's got Zhonya's, so no reason to not go for this. Takes him out, and that is the 7th kill on top of it all. And Gen.G take a relatively straightforward game number 2, and they get the 2-0 here tonight. KT, no roller coaster. We had some mild speed bumps, we called it, but that's about it. The expected result comes through. Gen.G take the 2-0. And they move on to the undefeated round robin. Not the interview ready. Now I'm going to hand it over to Deer for the translation.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Deer for the POM interview translation, joined by Keen on the side of Gen.G. Finishing the last match of round 1 with a victory, Gen.G has secured their 5th consecutive undefeated round robin record. How do you feel? Now being able to be a part of the team to achieve this great milestone makes me feel great. And in the last interview, Chovy mentioned that Gen.G tend to lose to KT, that you'll have to stay sharp. So what did you focus on preparing? You know, every time we were doing really well, and last year included, I think KT was the one to really hinder us. But, you know, I feel like KT, given that they're doing really well, especially at BDD right now, he's actually really consistent. I think we were really wary on BDD and mid lane. And in game 1, there was a incredible super play by you. So here's the replay. Your Jace was on the verge of dying, but you were able to pull off a double kill here. You know, I really didn't think that I would die here. So at first, my positioning was basically, oh, I won't die. So I was pretty forced into their entire setup. But honestly, I did feel a little scared. So did you stay calm during the entire moment? Yeah, I mean, I really did think that I would not die in the end. That's really it. So looking at the replay, did you think that your play was pretty cool? I think it was decent. And in game 2, Top Rise made an appearance after a long absence. So what is the backstory on this? During the ban, because Aurora got banned out, just looking at the matchup, I really felt like Rise is something that is pretty viable in the matchup. So considering how strong Rumble is in lane, what do you think about the Rise Rumble matchup? You know the old Rise, when you used to have a shield, I feel like there was a lot of counters, but I think really in the end it's really about skill shots and how you play. It's the skills matchup. And Canyon has reached his 400th LCK win, and he's actually watching from the analyst desk right now. Would you like to congratulate him? You know, Canyon reaching his 400th win, that's something to congratulate him for, and it just feels like he's been in the scene for a very long time. Congratulations, Canyon! Now that you have secured an undefeated round 1, in the upcoming Saturday, you'll be in the Suwon Convention Center for a Saturday showdown against D plus Kia. What is your mindset going into this match? Of course, we'll put in a lot of effort to ensure that we win. And I hope that a lot of fans are able to visit for this homestand match. And that's the end of their interview with Keen, and back to the space. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear. Yeah, as it is Keen getting the one there as we take a look at the POM. And stick around, we have Canyon being interviewed.
Got some thickness on it for sure. Chovy eventually does just take up EDD.
잡긴 해.
I will get him.
And
there you go.
Right.
That's all they say. That was it. That was the end.
I do think casting had a great Rumble game. Great ults.
His ults were really on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not. It's much easier said than done, as we have seen. I think Kaz also.
We have definitely
looking
seen
pretty
much.
We have seen a lot. We've seen a lot of Rumbles, so I think it comes with the territory. For PUM, is it just Chovy again? I couldn't after the throwing yourself into 5 people to Liel. I'm like, you know
Yeah,
what,
I don't
Chovy?
think it's him, honestly.
Not today. But
He played well,
was
but
incredible. It's you can't go wrong with Chovy. That's just the reality.
yeah, I feel like there were better options this time around.
I would say so. Maybe Ruler.
Yeah.
Is it Ruler?
The Ruler, or
No.
Keen, even Canyon.
I was a Keen. Yeah, I'm a Keen voter, and I even think Carson did well today. Actually showed up. Just Keen's impact in the fights, the Realm Orbs.
Realm Orbs were good. The
chase.
Rise looks very good into Rumble. You really neutralize the lane. You scale arguably better. You
is he the
handle Rumble
only-
comps really well.
He's the only one that actually plays that, right? Sayes does
As
it.
far as I can tell, yeah.
Yeah.
At least with any amount of consistency.
Yeah.
Or
It's like his
regular.
Urgot, although his Rise feels like it's good.
Yeah, please no more Urgot.
His Urgot,
I'm
I
good with
love.
No Urgot.
But
No Urgot,
don't
no
forget-
Yorick, none of this, okay? Just, no.
How about Nidalee top?
Nidalee's fine. Nidalee's
fine.
good, yeah. She actually makes
It's
an
your Sayes,
impact
okay.
in the lane. Yeah,
Otherwise?
I think it's not that difficult, to be honest, to play
Yeah, I think
Nidalee
it's
top.
a lot easier than jungle.
Yeah,
That's valid. That's fair.
just, poke them down, you heal.